Good morning.
Morning. That's me, Millie. Ordinary, boring Millie.
I love your dress. I think I saw it at Discount Bonanza.
Okay, so I was never the most popular.
Homecoming's this weekend.
Booker is gonna be at the dance.
And boys never really noticed me.
Wow!
Honestly, if this was a horror movie, I'd be one of the first ones to get killed.
Cue the creepy dude in the mask.
Like I said. But actually, it turns out
Where am I?
I didn't get killed.
Oh my God, why do I sound like that?
I woke up in the killer's body.
The Blissfield Butcher strikes again.
Don't freak out.
You're black! I'm gay! We are so dead!
Ow! Will you stop? It's me, it's Millie. Hail, Blissfield, high, feel our glory and our might.
And not only is that psycho wearing my body, he's killing it.
He's like a wolf in sheep's clothing. Who knows how many of our friends he's gonna kill?
Are you sure this is safe?
No.
Oh my God, it's a slaughterhouse.
I have like less than 6 hours to swap back or I'm gonna be stuck in his body forever.
Hurry up, loser, I gotta take a dump.
I have to admit, it hasn't been all bad.
I'm sorry, sir, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Move! How's that feel? I'll make you wish your stupid face was never born. Oh my God, did you just pee yourself?
Yes!
Whoa, what am I wearing?
I'm actually really liking this for you. Great. We're gonna get killed by Murder Barbie.
I can't wait to kill you.
Time to stop this asshole.
We're in this together.
I want my body back.
Come and get it.
Look, I know I look like the butcher, but it's Millie.
He's crazy.
Okay, Booker, can you look at me, please?
Dry up, bitch.
Booker, help! Booker!
Will you shut up?
I'm going to watch 30 movies, a movie each day in June. It's day 5 of year 8 of movie month, and the podcast will start soon. He's going to watch 30 movies, some good films and some lowbrow. Year 8 of fans, not experts, movie month, and the podcast starts right now. Year 8 of movie month, that much you already know. Year 8 of movie month, and now it's time for the show.
Freaking out, I'm freaking out. There's a fire in my head and it won't go out. Got a pain in my chest that comes and goes. I've been punched in the face so much it shows. Freaking out, I'm freaking out.
I gotta tell you, there's nothing manlier to drive on the roads today. Nothing manlier than a Kia Sportage, which is what I'm driving right now as I'm talking about today's movie. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to back out of the driveway. I'm on the road now, so if cars are coming, oh boy, I should look both ways. Today's film, Day 5, Vince Vaughn in Freaky. And the other actress is Catherine, and I don't remember her last name. It's on the the blog post over at fansnotexperts.com. Yes, Freaky. I had been looking forward to seeing this for a while because of a couple things. First of all, it's another body switch movie. Nothing too unique there. And second of all, it's by the guys who do the Happy Death Day to You movies, which aren't like some groundbreaking crazy movies. Again, those were just taking the time loop, the living each day over and over, and just kind of making it in the horror genre. Now this is taking the body switch and doing it in the horror genre and paying homage to horror and the original, I don't know if it's the original, but Freaky Friday, which of course that's why this is called Freaky, and it all kind of happens on a Friday. This movie takes place pretty much all in one day. Like the beginning scene where we see the killer for the first time is on one day. They did a fun little thing where it's was Wednesday the 11th, then Thursday the 12th, and then everything like that happened with the body switch happened on Friday the 13th. The killer's mask was even almost like a horror, like a Jason mask. This was directed, co-written and directed by Christopher Landon, who did the two Death Day 2 movies, and I think this is my third Christopher Landon film. Right? Did he direct both of them? And yes, he is, that last name sounds familiar because his dad is Michael Landon. He is the son of Michael Landon, which you will know from Little House on the Prairie, Bonanza, or, of course, most widely known as from Highway to Heaven. Yeah, so he's the director. I'm driving and trying to do everything at the same time. So this was pretty much straight, kind of exactly what I expected. It's basically a comedy with gore, and they set things up, and then they knock the pins down. They set up a teacher who's a dick, and later, when the body switch happens, boom, the kill. They set up guys who are jerks later. Like, they set up enough kids that you didn't mind that the kids were being murdered, which sounds bad when you say it out loud, but they set up enough jerks that you were like, oh, you kind of want to see them get their comeuppance in a way. Like, it's weird because the girl's doing it, but it's actually the murderer, Vince Vaughn. So the whole premise is we see four teens at the beginning talking about the butcher. I forget what it was called. Not the Bayfield. They lived in. It was like even the name of the town was like this perfect little, fake little name. And there's this legend of this butcher, and they talked about it was in the 70s. No, it's in the 90s. It's all fake. It's all just to deter kids from acting up on homecoming. But then in that house, of course, the butcher comes and kills everybody, and he's breaking in because, of course, one of the people, the rich dad who owns the house, is a collector of antiquities, and one of them is this special dagger. So he steals the dagger, kills all four kids, and then later goes to the high school, takes the main girl, and stabs her. Now, I don't know if I assume Vince Vaughn knew what the knife was going to do. I think maybe. I don't know, actually, because he looked a little surprised. It wasn't like he thought, it worked. He just, he chases this girl down. He doesn't kill her, though. So my thinking is, wouldn't he have gone right for the heart if he was trying to kill her? So he must have known something was going to happen. He must have known about this dagger because he broke in, killed these people to get this dagger. And we get lots of violent kills. So the body switch happens. We get that first day of the girl waking up. It's actually the murderer in the girl's body, looking around, trying to take everything in. And then we get the girl, Vince Vaughn, the actual girl in Vince Vaughn's body, waking up in like this crazy psycho den with like body, like hanging weird like bones and stuff, and just a creepy area. And he's like freaking out right away. We get, of course, the classic, you pretty much see in every body switch movie, when he approaches the friends and says, no, it's really me, and they do things that only they would know, which, of course, were set up in Act 1 with his handshake. But the difference being here is that this guy is a psycho killer that everyone's afraid of, so that was like the twist. Nothing, as I said, nothing unique, but you take something, you add a little twist, and there you go. Boom, you have a movie. And I enjoyed it. I didn't have a bad thing to say about this movie. Like, it is exactly what I expected. It is, it's not very long. I think it was an hour and 40 minutes. And Vince Vaughn, made me laugh. It was more about like the girl got to play like tough, and it was kind of fun because she stole like her mom's leather jacket, I think, or her sister's leather jacket, and showed up dressed up a little more at school, and everyone's taking notice, and even Vince Vaughn looks at her and goes, "Ooh!" Like he liked what she was wearing. There was a fun moment where Vince Vaughn convinces this boy or the character Millie convinces this boy that it's really her, and he likes her, and they start talking. He convinces her through this poem that he wrote her, and then later they have a conversation, and the kid is so into it. He's like, I think I want to kiss you, and he goes, I don't care what you look like, and he kisses Vince Vaughn. And, that's just your classic, like, silly humor. But Vince Vaughn touches him with his face, and his hand's so big, and he's like, oh. He's like, yeah, maybe we'll wait until, back in my own body. And, of course, the big thing is you have the premise of the movie is because they look it up on this article, and, of course, the article has all the information they need the article has the knife. They bring the knife that has all the Spanish etching on it to the Spanish teacher. She translates it that, that whoever stabs whoever uses this dagger to stab someone, the souls switch bodies, and they will, if they don't get stabbed again and switch back within 24 hours, the change is permanent. So it gives you the ticking clock. It gives you like the fact that this knife was used and is now in evidence at the police department. It gives them like a mission. They have to go find the knife. They have to find the girl. They have to put everything, get everything perfectly right. They find the girl, but then she breaks out. There's a fun thing where she has two best friends. One of them is this gay kid, and he has her tied up, and the mother comes home, and he's like, we're doing role play. She's like, is it role playing a sex thing? He goes, Mom, I have to tell you, I don't know how you're going to take this, but I'm straight. Like, I thought that was pretty funny. But the real thing was in the background, this mother, I don't know if you could tell, it's really raining out right now, and I'm in my car. I apologize. I'm trying to walk my dog before the Bruins game, and I'm starting to think this might have been a bad idea. But I'm going to stay in the car, and you're going to listen to the rain until I finish up, because I'm not going to go much longer. This is a fun movie, but how much can be said about it? But what I want to say is, in the movie, if you've seen the movie, I really liked the part where in the kid, the friend who who pretended to come out straight to his mom, in the house, there's all these photos of them like posing and look like they posed for like almost doing movie posters or album covers, and it's just a funny little thing in the background that is not addressed, never talked about. It's just a little accent that I thought was pretty funny in a movie that did exactly what I thought it was going to be. The main character Millie, her father passed away a year before, so the sister's a cop. The mother is trying to cope, and she's been drinking more than usual. There's a moment where Vince Vaughn has to hide in this store that the mother works at. On the other side of the door, they have this conversation and the mother actually is like, "Ooh, I'd like to have coffee with you," and he's like, "No." So it was almost like they got to bond, mother and daughter, even though the mother didn't know it was actually her daughter she was talking to. And like I said, there was plenty of gore. The mean teacher, played by Alan Ruck, Cameron. Cameron, when Cameron was in Egypt land. Cameron Fry, right? Yes. And he was a dick to the girl at the beginning, so you knew or you expected something bad to happen, and you didn't really care. And what I also like is the girl goes to come back and kill the teacher because he was a dick when the killer was in the body. But this girl's not used to the fact, or the killer's not used to the fact that he's in this teenage girl's body, and it's a lot weaker than his giant 6'5" body. Like at one point, the character Millie's running around as Vince Vaughn, hitting her head. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm a giant! I can't believe this! I'm humongous!" So that was fun, just playing on the fact that they're so drastically physically different because Vince Vaughn is a giant, and it was just good to see Vince Vaughn do something fun. I feel like he hasn't done much in a while. He did the movie with Owen Wilson where they were like working for Google, but I feel like that was a few years ago. He did the dramatic thing. He did another movie that I may see someday. A couple dramatic movies. He did the season 2 of True Detective, and I heard recently they're doing Wedding Crashers 2. I don't know. I mean, I'll watch it. Who knows if it could be good though. But it was fun to see him do something fun. And I don't know, like, isn't he like, was he like Mr. Republican, and is Hollywood turning their back on him? I don't know. I honestly don't give a shit about that stuff. If you're good in the movies, you're good enough to me. I don't care. He's a lot of fun. He was a lot of fun in this movie, and he went all out, you know, complete like teenage girl. And he was the star of the movie, even though the character Millie is the main character. Him playing Millie was the main thing of fun. It was very much like, I told my wife, it's the hot chick with Rob Schneider, because you got the body switch, the gender switch, and it's an older guy. But at this time, instead of him just being some like lowlife, he's a mess. He's a serial killer, a psycho killer. So there you go. That's it. Freaky in a nutshell. Short and sweet. I'm going to walk my dog right now and then go watch the Bruins. Go Bruins, baby. Yeah. Happy Saturday, everybody. I went out to lunch today with my wife and an old friend of hers and her boyfriend that I only met like for 2 seconds one time. So that was fun. We were outdoors. It was really nice out. It was way before all this rain came. So that's my life in a nutshell. Oh, and really quick, my dog. I've been telling you all about my dog, right? She started the medicine last night. Perfect. No issues. A beautiful night's sleep. Let's hope, fingers crossed, for 2 nights in a row. But other than that, I'm done. Go Bruins. Enjoyed this movie, and I pretty much will watch anything this guy does. He does these movies for Blumhouse. These are just, as I said, they're comedies with gore, really. Yeah. That's it, my friends. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Geek Mentality. The website is fansnotexperts.com. The Facebook page is simply Fans Not Experts. And, of course, if you're ever online, hashtag FNE Movie Month, you'll see every post, every picture I've ever done. That's it, my friends. Happy Saturday. We'll see you tomorrow. We go for another round for another movie. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's it. Here is my theme song.
This is my podcast. I made it. Geek Mentality's what I named it. And I think you should listen and subscribe. 'Cause I'm kinda funny and awesome. I think that I'm worth your time, and I'm kinda handsome. My mom says, please listen and please subscribe. At least listen to this episode.
Fans Not Experts. Oh, this was a short one.